So tell me, what's it like inside your head? Inside the mind behind your eyes and your forehead? Is it nice not having to think twice, not having to double check every thought? Instead, you can face conversations safely when you know the faintest deviation doesn't grace you with a confused face and a sore head. Everybody's mind is a hive of activity. Mine is just a little less organised, a little less fine-tuned, a little more busy. See, no matter how I try, I can't block out the lights and the smells and the sounds and the signs and the sights. Every light is shining in my eyes too bright, just wait. Every sound is pounding in my ears, it's too loud, it's drowning you out, I can't hear, just wait. Now your smell is suffocating, would you please move away and let me breathe? Just wait, now I need you to repeat what you're saying. I wasn't paying attention. I say I never meant to upset you, don't hate me, just wait. Please, slow down. A few extra seconds, is that too much to ask? A minute to myself, I can't process this as fast as you can. Here's the problem, as I see it. I'll tell you what's wrong, and tell me if you agree that in any conversation is an infinite amount of intimated implications stating anything in any way, and any unintimidated player who's attempting to impart into the fray of conversation is expected to unaidedly immaculately understand each case of individually innovated facial states associated with an instantaneous emotional communication you can take in easily and anyone can see. And any intonation is an open invitation to a misinterpretation of intended connotation, which if taken in a nation where relationships are made on our innate ability to indicate needs subconsciously, is I believe inevitably never going to lead to me meandering a language unimpededly unless I have a hand in understanding and instead an expectation of unaided navigation is then handed on to me. And if you're not keeping up right now, train of thought stuck at the station, now you know what it's like for me during every conversation. I get it, you don't understand, you don't have to. You don't have to understand my plans or my values. You don't have to know what's happening in my head. You don't have to have an opinion when you think of me. Instead, don't be clever, just gracious. Have a little sympathy, a little patience. And drop your expectations that my behaviour is going to be the same as everybody else. Just let me be myself. To the so-called anti-vax community, the vacuous hack excuse for a human, we do not need your help. I used to think of you as just stupid, little more than an ignorant nuisance, a little moron irritant who could not be bothered to do the proper research into the endless stream of shit you spew, and substitute the facts with the word truth in all caps. But now I see it, you're so much more. You're so much worse than I ever saw, so much worse than I ever thought you could be before when I laughed you off because, you see, I thought of you as no more than a waste of space and oxygen. A sad case to just face away from. I stayed complacent, maintained the debate that raged was not worth engaging. Hey, what a waste of my education. But the thing is, it's not about your stupidity. It's not about the fact you lack an ounce of humility. It's not about the problems that occur when your mission is to realise a vision of a world where the science in this instance is missing and you can fill the gaps with misinformation, then defend your case from us by stating, hey, that's just my personal opinion. Calling us rude when we point out it's based on fake shit. All the sources you make your case with are dated. I see it now, it stares me in the face, it's blatant. It's all about hatred. Hatred for me and my kind. A kind that you can't show kindness to. And I find your line of reasoning kind of ironic too, that you would defend your bullshit, calling it truth, calling it no more than an alternative view, and yet on the flip side, you have no respect for an alternative mind and preach genocide against me and mine, calling us a disease that needs to be cured. Fine, but how do you even look me in the eye when you tell parents it's better to let their child die of a preventable disease than risk them grow up and turn out like me? You get pissed and insist that I'm broken and twisted, complain that my brain is damaged and needs fixing, and instead of trying to understand why I am the way that I am, you sigh, roll your eyes, decide it's my and society's loss. If only they'd stopped and listened to you, we'd be better off. Well, guess what? I'm glad we're not. Because if somewhere among this mess of thoughts, there's one thing to stress I'm immeasurably sure of, of all the changes you would see made to the behaviour of society, the one that I'm most glad didn't come true. Thank God I didn't turn out more like you. So you can claim I'm insane and society's missed it, that vaccines have changed me and they're a danger to kids, and you can stable me or sit me at the table of misfits. Fuck the label. I'm awesome-tistic.